Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First, to the families, thank you for the heroism that your sons exhibited. I would tell you that. To the three of you at the stand, thank you for your bravery, particularly in light of how we've treated whistleblowers today and in the past. Mr. Hicks, did you ever question officials in Washington about what Secretary Rice said on Sunday, the Sunday talk shows?
Yes. Again, when Assistant Secretary Jones called me after the talk show event, I asked her why she had said there was a demonstration when we had reported that there was an attack.
Was she the only one that you talked to? Okay. And her reaction was?
Her reaction, again, was, I don't know, and it was very clear that from the tone that I should not proceed with any further.
So she was very curt?
Yes.
Okay. Did you receive any negative feedback based on this conversation?
Over the next month, I began to receive counseling from Assistant Secretary Jones about my management style, things that I basically was already doing on the ground. But nevertheless, I implemented everything that she asked me to do.
Something that you were highly recommended and highly accommodated for. They're questioning all of a sudden. Can I have the video to be played on the screen, please?
The fact is, we had 4 dead Americans. Was it because of a protest, or was it because of guys out for a walk one night who decided they'd go kill some Americans? What difference at this point does it make? It is our job to figure out what happened and do everything we can to prevent it from ever happening again.
Well, I'm really mad, but Mr. Hicks, could I give you the opportunity to respond to that question? What difference does it make?
I think the question is, what difference did it make?
Yep.
President Magariaf was insulted in front of his own people, in front of the world. His credibility was reduced. His ability to lead his own country was damaged. He was angry. A friend of mine who ate dinner with him in New York during the UN season told me that he was still steamed about the talk shows 2 weeks later. And I definitely believe that it negatively affected our ability to get the FBI team quickly to Benghazi.
So that definitely impacted getting the FBI to look at the crime scene, did it not?
Absolutely.
So when you talked to the Libyan government, were they responsive when you asked about access for the FBI?
It was a long slog of 17 days to get the FBI team to Benghazi, working with various ministries to get ultimately agreement to support that visit to get them to Benghazi. But we accomplished that mission. But again, at the highest levels of the government, there was never really a positive approval.
So this false labeling was to a spontaneous reaction to a video, was a direct contravention of the explanation offered by this President of Libya. And the facts on the ground impact our ability to investigate the crime scene afterward. How long was it, as you said, before the FBI was allowed access into Benghazi to examine that crime scene?
17 days.
17 days. Was the crime scene secured during that time?
No, it was not. We repeatedly asked the government of Libya to secure the crime scene and prevent interlopers, but they were unable to do so.
So let me get the timeline finalized here. So the FBI is sitting in Tripoli for weeks, waiting for the approval of the Libyan government to travel to Benghazi. Is that appropriate?
Well, they were attempting to do their job from Tripoli as best they could.
But they were denied access into Benghazi, right?
Correct.
So what were they doing with their time?
They were interviewing witnesses that they could find in Tripoli and could meet with in Tripoli, and they were also engaging with the government in order to develop a cooperative investigation with the Libyans who had sent an investigator to Benghazi.
Were you interviewed by the FBI?
No, I was never interviewed by the FBI.
Never.